You're tuned into Sports Unlimited on Speak Radio.
Young Shad, you killed this track.
What it do, my people? We want to welcome you guys back to a brand new episode of Sports Unlimited. I got Coach Z here. Of course, this is your boy FJ. We got your boy FJ 3000. And tonight we are talking about the NBA playoffs because we know it is approaching pretty fast. If I'm not mistaken, it's like maybe 3 games left in the season. So we're going to discuss who we got for MVP. We're going to discuss the playoff picture, and we're going to give our picks on who we think going to win it all this season. Let's get it going, Z.
All right. So, we got the Eastern Conference. We got Detroit Pistons, Boston, New York Knicks, Cleveland, Atlanta, and Toronto. I'm be honest. I've been watching a lot of games, but not as I did last year. So
Yeah.
I got I got caught up with the March Madness, and
Oh man,
I missed a lot of the games. But I don't know. Then the Western Conference, we got the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's one of my favorites.
okay.
San Antonio, Denver Nuggets, Lakers, Houston Rockets, and Minnesota. So,
Okay.
I'm
That
definitely
rounds
feeling
out.
the Thunder, and I know, I feel like I want to see maybe Thunder and maybe Boston. I don't know. I feel
Ooh.
like that might be a good competitive. I'm not a Boston fan, but uh, but that I feel like that could be a good competitive
Yeah.
conference right there. Yeah.
I don't disagree. I'll speak on the Celtics real quick because um I know Tatum was out pretty much the whole entire season
Oh
up
yeah, that's
until
right.
up until like the last maybe 10 games, I think. He may have been back now for maybe 10 to 12 games, somewhere up in there, maybe a little bit more. I didn't have the Celtics doing much. Of course, I had them in the playoffs, but without Tatum, and I know Brown been playing lights out, but I didn't think much of the Celtics without Tatum. But now that Tatum is back in the rotation, and Detroit been playing some really good basketball. I don't think a
Yeah,
lot of
Detroit.
people,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I don't think a lot of people had Detroit on their bulletin board to be making it to the Eastern Conference Finals or even making it to the NBA Finals. But Detroit is playing good ball. I would love to see Pistons and Celtics East Finals. Like that'll be crazy. You got the Cleveland Cavaliers that's on the come up. We see the trade that they made during the trade deadline, getting James
Yeah.
Harden. That didn't do nothing but heighten that squad. And then you look down here at Atlanta. If I'm not mistaken, before the previous game, they were on like a 6-7 game win streak. So the East, that top 5 looks pretty good.
Yeah.
That top 5 looks pretty good. You got the Knicks. I think they're in the 3 spot right now, but I don't put a lot of stock into New York. Um, for whatever reason, it just seems like, regardless of the coach they have, it just seems like the Knicks is cursed. If you ask me, it's like they just can't get over the hump. And if any year to get over that hump will be this year in the East, because you had a Tatum that's hurt. You got other
Right.
players that was hurt
Exactly.
in the East. And this would have been the year for New York to say, you know what? Okay, we gonna make that jump. But the Pistons are the ones that actually made that jump.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be a tight race come playoff time in the East. And one other thing I want to give credit to, I want to give credit to Adam Silver for coming up with the play-in tournament because you got teams in the East. You got Philadelphia and Charlotte. Charlotte is so underrated right now. Um, you got those two teams that'll be playing each other in the play-in, if possible, for the 7-8 spot. And then that 9 and 10 spot in the East, you got the Magic and the Heat. That to me, that's good basketball.
Yeah.
That could be playing each other for a spot to get in the playoffs. So I
Right.
just want to give credit to Adam Silver for that. And then if you move over to the West, I heard you talking about the Thunder. Man, tell me what you think about the Thunder.
I mean, I'm looking at their only lost 16 games. Um, I mean, for right now, like so far. But I just love their just that just the way they play.
Yeah,
Um, very up tempo. They got amazing athletes on that team, not just SGA, but like, um, I just feel like the guards are quick. Um, you know what I mean? They play good defense. I mean, they just make me want to watch NBA basketball. Like
yeah,
honestly,
yeah,
because I mean,
yeah.
I for a minute I was just like, what is going on with the NBA, man? I just was like, I couldn't even finish watch. But the best time to watch the games are the playoffs because that's when everyone wants to play. Like everyone's
Yeah,
like, all right. So I mean, I get it, but like I just really like the way of Oklahoma, the Thunder. They play as a team and they just make the game exciting
yeah.
again.
I
I
agree.
mean, yeah. So, um, but yeah, I like the Thunder. Um, I haven't really been watching the Spurs as much. I don't know much
They
about what's going on with
dangerous.
the Spurs.
They
They
dangerous.
are okay.
They are dangerous. Wimby, he just turned the
Oh
entire
yeah, 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 yeah,
franchise
yeah. I
around.
love
He
Wimby.
Yeah. He turned that entire franchise around. I didn't expect for them to do what they're doing right now this early. I knew they would come along because they got some great young pieces, kind of like the Thunder. And if I don't know if you know it or not, but the Spurs have beaten the Thunder every game that they've played them this season.
Oh wow. Okay.
So
I didn't know that.
that's but here's what I would say to that. That's a Spurs team that's winning in the regular season versus
Right.
having to do it in a 7 game series against a defending champions. Because
Exactly.
if you really think about it, like most of your teams that won the championship the previous year, I'm not gonna say that they're not playing hard, but all they're trying to do at that point is just get back to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like we ain't really tripping on the regular season. We just want to get to the real season, which is the playoffs. I don't see San Antonio beating the Thunder in a 7 game series. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
Um, and you always got to keep in mind about Denver. I mean, you got Jokic, and it's just
Oh
Denver
yeah.
is
Yeah.
yeah, Denver is
Yeah.
going to be a tough out. The Lakers look like they were trending in the right direction, but now you got Luca hurt, you got Austin Reeves hurt, so I can't really see the Lakers doing much.
Yeah.
And you always got to watch out for the Rockets and the Timberwolves. But I mean, with that being said, who do you got? Who you got winning it all?
Uh. Uh. I
It's
don't
a
know. It's
sticky situation.
I know that's tough. Who I would like to win it? I definitely like to see the Thunder win it. I ain't gonna lie.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
normally
I definitely think they're gonna go very far. And
yeah
yeah,
yeah.
they're definitely gonna go very far in the playoffs. Um, but I would like to see them
You know, I'm
see
the
them
type
win
that
it.
I normally go on the side of you have to beat me in order for me to, because you got so many people that's talking highly about the Spurs. Of course, they're talking highly about the Nuggets, Denver, all of those teams, and I don't disagree with that. But I still say okay, but you still got to go through the Thunder. Like
Yeah,
you still the Thunder has home court advantage throughout the Western Conference playoffs. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think Detroit will be the number one overall seed. So the Thunder won't have to go on the road until they make it to the finals.
right.
So you're going to have to win at OKC, and I just don't know if the teams in the West can do that.
Yeah,
So the Spurs would have to show me that they can do it in the playoffs instead of the regular season. Because the
right.
playoffs, that's where you got to become a grown man. You got to grow up quick in the playoffs. So me personally, if I'm picking now on who I would have winning the championship this year, I'm gonna go with the Thunder repeat. That's
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna
yeah,
go with. Until
yeah. I
I
like
see
that.
it with my own eyes that somebody has eliminated them, then I'm picking the Thunder.
So how about so you say the Thunder, who you think is gonna be like the MVP or like that's gonna like you know what I'm
Oh,
saying, stand out?
so your MVP race. This is probably the craziest as I've seen the MVP race. It's so tight in my book. You got SGA, you got Wemby, you got Yoke, and you got Luca, and they have
Yeah,
all been putting on the show this season.
I know.
Like I think Wemby is gonna win Defensive Player of the Year hands down. But this
Okay.
MVP race, I've never seen it this tight like this.
Yeah,
But if I have to pick, and it's only because the Thunder has a better record than these other teams, I would pick SGA to win MVP.
yeah. I was gonna say same thing.
I think he's at the top of that list.
Yeah,
And then I would put Wemby a close second, and then Yoke and Luca third and fourth.
right.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think Shea just and all these guys ain't they all do great work for their team. You look at Luca, this dude scored what 600 plus points in 1 month.
Yeah.
I
That's good.
mean,
Yeah,
you score 600 points in 1 month. So I mean, I just
yeah,
these guys they so offensive driven right now. They know how to draw fouls. They know how to bait the referee into a foul. Like they are really good at what they do. So, like I said, this is the tightest race I've ever seen for MVP. But I will pick Shea as the MVP though.
yeah. I like that. I mean, he
I'm
shows it. I mean, he's so like the consistency, how hard he plays. You know what I mean? Like he's a good
yeah.
leader. Like I like his game.
I mean, it's just I don't know, man. OKC, man, they show things that we haven't seen in a while from the NBA, and it's their togetherness from the number one guy on the team all the way down to the last guy on the team. If you notice, you look at those players that don't get a lot of playing time, they are so supportive.
Yeah.
You don't hear no issues from OKC.
I never hear anything from
I
yeah,
mean, it's like they all sit and wait. The last guy on the bench, he sit and wait till his number is called, and he go in and perform.
exactly.
Like I hadn't seen nothing like it, man. I ain't seen no togetherness like this from a team in a long time. You kind of see it with the Spurs as well. They got a young nucleus that sticks together. But the Thunder, man, they rock with each other. They hang out with
Yeah,
each
yeah,
other. Like I think, if I'm not mistaken, I saw a video maybe from last year. Like they had the whole team over at SGA crib, just hanging out. Like when you got that type of togetherness, it can't do nothing but flow over to the game.
Right.
So I think we're both on the same page as far as who's winning the title and as well as MVP. I mean, I'm just gonna sit back and watch. And I guess since you kind of brought it up, how did you feel about um the NCAA March Madness?
Man, it was crazy. I enjoy watching all the games. That my highlight was that Duke UConn game.
Man, don't
That was my highlight, man. That was a highlight. And then we talk about the girls, you know, um, I really wanted South Carolina.
man, I
Uh,
did. I
I
did.
really wanted, but that was a good UConn. They did their thing when they played UConn.
Yeah.
That was crazy with that ending. Like
Man, I don't know what Gino was on, but he was on one
I
and
know. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true because you read stuff on the internet. I don't know if it's true, but I read something today saying that they may fine him and he may get suspended for 5 games in the beginning of the season. I don't
oh,
know if that's true because
yeah.
you just read stuff. I don't like but I don't know. That'll be interesting if
Yeah,
that's
that
the
would
case.
be.
But it was very uncalled for. Like
It
what I mean.
was.
It doesn't. It's just like ego, and
Exactly.
it's just like just congratulate them. They played a good game. You got outcoached, and it happens.
Yeah. It
you
does.
know.
Well,
But
big
but that
shout out.
UCLA South Carolina game that was yeah they kind of had South Carolina's number.
Yeah,
Um,
they did, man. They to me, they
that's a good
players.
team. That's a
Yeah,
good
really
team.
good squad. Really good squad. To me, it's just size. They had a lot more size. Um, and I think it's just one of them things, man. I think them, if I'm not mistaken, UCLA they may have some veteran players on their squad.
They
If I'm
may
not
yeah
mistaken.
they got some young ones, but then
Um,
they do have some veterans on their
yeah.
team.
So I
So
mean, just hats off to UCLA and hats off to Michigan for
yeah,
winning it on the
Michigan.
men's side. It
Right.
was a great March Madness. The March Madness was great. It lived up to it. March was definitely marching with the some of the buzzer beaters and all of that type of stuff.
Yeah.
It's just it makes the game that much better. And now we get to sit back and see what happens in the NBA.
Yep. I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely gonna be. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna be locked in, and watching the playoffs, cheering for my team.
Yeah, most definitely. So if you guys are listening, drop it in the comments or wherever who you got winning the NBA Finals. And again, this is your boy FJ3000 and Coach Z. We thank you guys for listening to another podcast of Sports Unlimited, and we out.
All right. Catch you
Young
at the next
Shy,
one.
you killed this
Peace.
track.